Hello everyone, and welcome to Soul GPS, where we learn to take our lives back in our hands after narcissistic abuse. This is Ava coming to you from Split, Croatia, and I was just walking around and had these thoughts in my mind that I really wanted to share with you all. So I found this little corner here atop this little building, and I thought the view is so beautiful. The sun is about to set, and what a perfect time to bring another hopeful message to you. And my message is about imagination. This is so important. I can't even begin to tell you how important this is. When we were in a relationship with a narcissist, what they have done is they have essentially killed our imagination. You know, I often draw similarities and parallels between the small and the large, meaning the brain, the intimate relationship with the narcissist or the narcissistic family, and the whole world, the political systems. It is the same thing that is happening to us on a mass scale. Let's be honest, this message might not be, what I'm about to say might not be sound very optimistic or positive, but we have to face the truth. And the truth is that our world is in big trouble because we have let psychopaths rule this world. We have led narcissists to usurp the power of the people, and we're seeing calamitous things happening. Our oceans are acidifying, our nations are, usurping one another. We're taking resources from places that are completely already depleted. It's like drinking Mother Earth's blood, which is the oil reserves, right? Like, if we really were to open our eyes and see what we're doing, what's happening, it just really ain't pretty. And I just want to say that there are a lot of people we could blame for this, but it's time that we also take ownership for what's going on, because we're all participating in it in one way or the other. And I think that the way to really start turning things around is to begin to see a new vision for the world and a new vision for ourselves, for our own lives. And the narcissists, the psychopaths, they kill our imagination, and we need to get our imagination back online in order to see new beautiful possibilities for our future, with ourselves, with new partners, with new friends, and with completely different people who are in power. And in fact, I don't even really want to see anybody having power over anyone else. We're all free sovereign beings. Why can't we just all live together in harmony? So anyway, this is turning into maybe a bit of a rant, but I want to come back to the topic at hand here, which is imagination and narcissism. So what happens when we get really intimate and open ourselves up is that the narcissist gets in. It's kind of like it's a lot like a computer virus. It's like we open up our hard drive for excuse my robotic comparison, but it's kind of like that. We let them inside our system, and then they begin to upload all of these really toxic, horrible programs, and they start to usurp and corrupt our thinking. And what happens is that it begins really beautifully. It begins that you feel like they're adding value. They're adding value to your life. They seem like they're there to answer all of your problems, all of your issues. Like, they're there to really complete you, to save you, to help you. They play that role very well to a T. Now, before you know it, things start to turn around, and then you become actually the helper. It's all just lip service. What they give you is they tell you like they're gonna do this and that for you, but then you end up doing all of the work. Sound familiar, right? And so it's the same thing with political systems. Like, they're gonna tell you during the elections and during this and that, when they need your support, they're going to be saying shit that to make you buy into their game. And then that's why it never works out. That's why we always end up digging even a deeper hole, because the agenda of the world leaders is just continues on regardless of who's in power. So we have to look beyond the theatrics and the facade. Just like with the narcissist, we have to look beyond to see what's really making them tick. What do they really want? And what they really want is they basically want to make you their slave. That's ultimately what happens, is they want to make you their slave. They view you as an extension of their own ego, like you're their plaything, like you're there to do stuff for them at their own whim. They will give you a little bit in the beginning so that you get addicted to the experience, but then don't expect that to be happening regularly. In fact, they're going to take it away, and they're going to start giving you really horrible poison instead, because how dare you question them? How dare you not continue giving, right? All the while you're getting depleted and so on. So with this imagination thing, so they first usurp your imagination. They infect it with their own thoughts and ideas. Before you know it, your thoughts stop being fully yours. There's all these Hare Krishna people walking around. They actually tried to recruit me. I had an interesting conversation with one of them, because they were trying to tell me that I need to work on myself and changing myself, and I'm telling them, you know, yeah, working on yourself and changing yourself is one thing, but in the meantime our world is going to hell and no one's doing anything. It's like, no, stop thinking about that. Stop thinking about what's happening in the world. Just focus on you. Just be happy. Just don't think about the negative. And you know, I think one of the biggest deceptions of the New Age movement, and it's something I'm planning to do a video on soon, is the fact that there is no negative, that we should not focus on the negative because it doesn't exist. It's an illusion. Really, it's an illusion. Really, really, really. Right, like close your eyes and just pretend it's all good, right? Anyway, it's a whole other subject. It was an interesting conversation. I basically told them I'm not coming to their meeting, so, and send them with blessings, you know. It was, anyway, so the imagination. So that's what they do. They usurp your imagination. They infect it with their own thoughts. So before you know it, you begin to think kind of like them. You begin to be doing things for them. You begin to basically execute on their vision, so that they get to have yet another worker creating their infrastructure, building their life, you know, propping them up. And then when they leave, or when you leave, after the final discard, what happens? It's kind of like the plug gets pulled, and with it goes everything. So it seems like it's all gone. You know, it seems like your identity is gone, like everything is gone. And then to a degree it is. But the reason why it is not a bad thing is because all of that was based on lies. I'm not saying that you were a lie, but what they were doing to you was based on a lie. So it kind of like one thing got mixed with the other, and it all had to crash and burn, because in order for you to have to now then look down at what was left, look down at this feast that they have served you that was impossible to digest, and pick through the bullshit and separate the wheat from the chaff, it would have taken you forever, right? So it's better to let it all go and start from the beginning. So as you're starting now, and maybe you've been at this for a while, maybe you've been at it for a few years, there is another stage that beckons. You know, if you've been feeling lonely, if you've been feeling like you're kind of stuck and like life is just not really moving forward for you, begin to work on your imagination. Get your visions back online. Begin to envision a new future for yourself and the world. That is one of the reasons why we're collectively in so much trouble, is because we don't know where the hell we're going. We don't know where we're going. We can't see the future. Looks like dystopia because of all the stupid movies we've been fed, you know, through Hollywood. And like it's all gonna look horrible and be horrible, and it's not true. It doesn't have to be this way. But if we all need to work on it individually, we all need to focus on creating a beautiful life for ourselves in our minds. We need to know what we want. We need to focus on what really is going to get us happy and excited. And it doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter whether you're 18, whether you're 16, whether you're 35, whether you're 87. It doesn't matter, because we all have the next moment, and we can make the next moment better than the last moment. And if we continue up that trajectory and continue to make our life better with every breath that we take, and continue to envision beautiful things, put pretty pictures in our minds, then slowly we can start to take action and get our energy back and have something to work towards. And if majority of us on this planet begins to do that while we are aware of the evil that's raging on this planet, and actively partake in turning this Titanic around, and maybe we can create a paradise on this earth. That's certainly something that I want to invest my energy in. And you know what? If it doesn't work, at least I tried. So remember this. Your imagination is absolutely necessary. It is needed. Work on it. Bring it back on. think good thoughts, see yourself traveling, see yourself in a beautiful new relationship. It's okay. It's okay. We don't have to stay in this really deep, dark place for too long. We can start taking chances and look at the world a little bit differently, in a little bit brighter way, and it will begin to come. The energy, what you focus on, grows. So if you focus on wanting to have a beautiful future for yourself, it is going to start to come more and more in your life. And as you notice the trend, and as you notice the effects and the results, and start to take action towards it, that's really crucial element, to take action, to actually do things that are going to support you in your future. Then slowly your life is going to take on a new flavor. I'm sending you lots of love. Here are the bells again. The bells are always chasing me in my videos, don't they? But I'm sending you lots of love. It's so wonderful to read your comments and connect with you all. And I'll be bringing you more videos here in the coming days. And also I'm working on my first program for you guys, so hopefully you will like it. I'm sure having a great time working on it, trying to make it really amazing for you and really helpful for you, so you can listen to it while you're walking around, when you're doing things, so that it will uplift your spirit and bring truth really back into your world, so that you can get rid of that cognitive dissonance, break those trauma bonds once and for all, and move on to greater places. I'm sending you again lots of love, big hugs, and I'll see you in another video. And remember to always let that inner compass guide you. Take care. Bye.